little Mourinho there, he's been moving his formation about, and he's been working absolutely brilliantly. But is this Tottenham's best chance in a long, long time to come away with the title?
Well, yeah, I believe this season we have an absolute chance whereby Arsenal are nowhere good, Liverpool are injury locked, Chelsea are not consistent, United are way off, they can always score by penalties. So Spurs is definitely the side that is free flowing, scoring goals in a good shape. So absolutely no injuries. We definitely have a big chance this season.
Absolutely, and I think the other thing, it was a great performance, against Man City, but he did it without Gareth Bale. Obviously, which gives him time to get fit. But I just looked at that team, and I mentioned it even before the game, that they're a real team of men. They're a real team of vastly experienced, the people who've been around. We know their stuff. I think Harry Kane's playing the best football I've ever seen him play in a Tottenham shirt, because I don't think it's just about goals. And so it's a typical Mourinho team. And as you said, that injuries might be your downfall, because I think the Alderweireld Dyer partnership at the back is really, really important. If you get an injury there, don't think you can rely on Davies and Sanchez as much. Do you?
Well, you look at sports now. Sports do not depend like only on the back four. Everybody depends. We depend as a unit, and that is something that Mourinho has really added to our game. And if you look at our game now, you realize that Hugo Lloris is one of the most improved players in the sports squad. And I can tell you that even Harry Kane will drop as deep as any other player. So the team is a collective, defense is in a collective unit, and that helps to improve regardless of who comes inside or not. But again, I agree with you. Without Alderweireld at the back or that partnership, definitely will probably fit.
But we know a lot more about Spurs and their title credentials after Christmas, really, because I think their run of fixtures up till Boxing Day are really tricky. Obviously, it was a brilliant result against Manchester City, but that can't be in isolation. We've seen it before where Spurs have pulled off the big performances and not been able to back it up. They need to find the consistency over the next 6 to 8 fixtures, surely.
I'll tell you one thing. With Pochettino, we lack this consistency. We lack this very good form. And you look at Spurs under Mourinho, there's that bit of consistency. Since we had that goal against West Ham United, but you can still see that consistency. Whether we play well or we play poorly, we still manage to get 3 points, and that is very important. Play ugly, win ugly, be consistent, and that gets you the title.
Do you know what?
You have to do that.
You're absolutely right, mate. I think that you got Chelsea, Palace, Liverpool, and Leicester, and I think it's good that you've got the big sides. I'll tell you why, because I think Spurs fans will accept the way that Spurs played against Man City, especially against Liverpool, especially against Chelsea. I know there's no fans, but when you're playing those sides, I think those are the tactics that Mourinho will deploy. So I think it's a good thing you're playing the big sides at the moment. But Mahmood, would you accept it before Mourinho came? If I said to you he's going to have a block of 10 people and play on the counter-attack, park the bus and then play on the counter-attack, would you have accepted that before he came into the job?
I would not have accepted that, because as a fan, I really want to watch the game and get excited. Look at very good, brilliant set of plays and really have fun with it. But again, when you look at Spurs under Mourinho, it's completely different. Mourinho is not there to please Spurs fans in the way he plays. He's there to make the results happen. He's there to give them the trophies. And Spurs, that is the most important thing at the moment. Players like Harry Kane, Dele Alli, Son Heung-min will leave if they don't have titles. So Mourinho is just there to deliver them the trophies, and that's the most important thing, regardless of game style.
It's really interesting, because I've always loved Mourinho. I think he's exceptional. People say, look, he's not entertaining. I find it extremely entertaining. I'll tell you why, because I think when it's played like that and they counter-attack at that pace and score the goal, I think it's absolutely amazing. I've seen a Chelsea side under Mourinho, which I thought was exceptional. Fabregas was in that side. He's had Hazard, he's had Drogba, he's had Lampard. If you look at his career, he's had good players. And by the way, they play some outstanding football. So is that what you're looking forward to? Because I think he's bringing the best out of Kane. As I said, the best football I've ever seen him play, bringing the best out of Son. So shouldn't he get a bit more respect now as a manager who's been there and done it and could do it for Spurs now?
He's already done it, if you ask me, because we're already going to win the league this season, hopefully. And I'm going to tell you one thing. we as sports fans should not be looking at how sports play now because Mourinho is the winner. We are not winners. Mourinho is a winner. He is a global, a serial winner. And when you have someone like Mourinho, you need to play according to how he wants because he's there to keep you title. And that's what you need. We don't need to have any other thing. Because look at what he told Harry Kane when he came in. That I am with me, you're going to be a big superstar. You're going to be a Hollywood footballing star. And that is what he made Harry Kane. Like Harry Kane would score goal, he would assist, he would defend. He's like Lionel Messi now.
Absolutely.
So that's what we need.
We're going to have to let you go because we've still got to speak to a Manchester City fan. We've also got to let you get back to your notes ahead of the Chelsea. Thank you.